Hello, my name is METİN Arıdaşır. This is 263rd part of explanation of my theory. According to my theory and my formulas, in 484 zeptoseconds, photon orbits the proton in a hydrogen atom in 484 zeptoseconds. Attophysicists, attosecond physicists, you are wrong. Electron doesn't orbit the proton in 150 attoseconds, but a photon orbits the proton in 484 zeptoseconds. 1. Attosecond physicists, I'm so sorry. 1. Attosecond physics time scale is based on Niels Bohr atom model. They say, according to Bohr's atom model, an electron takes 150 attoseconds to orbit the proton in a ground state hydrogen atom. This is wrong. Not electron, but a photon orbits the proton on the boundary of a ground state hydrogen in 484 zeptoseconds, in roughly 310 times less time. By the way, accepted physics is confused. On the one hand, they say that the electron doesn't revolve around the nucleus of an atom, but on the other hand, they accept Bohr model calculations. Even their attoseconds physics theory is based on Bohr's atom model. They borrowed the attosecond timescale from Niels Bohr because basically what they refer to is 150 attoseconds. 150 attoseconds they get comes from Bohr's first energy level electron orbital velocity calculation. 2. At first, according to me, in an undisturbed atom, say in an atom that is at its ground state, electrons are motionless. For instance, the electron motion form with a wavelength radius of 91.155 nanometer forms the three-dimensional spherical ring-shaped boundary of the hydrogen atom. This is here. This is proton. Okay? This is electron motion form. This is hydrogen atom's boundary, ring-shaped electron motion form with 91.155 nanometer wavelength is boundary of hydrogen atom. Electron motion form is not an object or point particle revolving around the proton. 91.155 nanometer wavelength sized electron motion form makes joint motion, proton, electron motion form. Okay. This electron motion form makes joint motion with a proton. This is boundary of hydrogen atom. Okay. And electron motion form is not an object or point particle revolving around the proton. 91.155 nanometer wavelength sized electron motion form makes joint spherical motion with a proton and they intertwine. This is a hydrogen atom. Electron doesn't revolve around the proton. If it is not disturbed, it is at rest, it is not relocating, or it is not enlarging or shrinking, but it goes on in its spherical, ring-shaped cyclical motion. This doesn't mean electron motion form revolves around a proton, no, but it is in its cyclical motion. It goes on this motion, cyclical ring-shaped spherical motion. Form itself, yes, but it goes on its spherical ring-shaped cyclical motion. 3. If there is something revolving around the nucleus or proton of an atom, it is not electron but a photon. Say here, a photon. Every point on this totally motion surface is imaginary, inseparable point is, I defined, a photon. If there is something revolving around the nucleus or proton of an atom, it is not electron but a photon, that an inseparable point on an electron motion form. As I defined before, a photon is an inseparable imaginary point on an electron motion form. This means this imaginary point on the total motion surface of electron motion form has angular motion and tangential linear velocity. 1 for the first cycle, n is equal 1,884 km per second. It's tangential or linear velocity in this angular motion. 4. Here, one of my formulas is here. Now I will compute one revolving of one orbiting of photon around a proton in hydrogen atom. Okay. How much time? How many times? Here. Yes. Attosecond physicists say that an electron takes 150 attoseconds to orbit the proton in a ground state hydrogen atom. But this is wrong. Here my formula. Okay, I advise you to notice that. Lambda 91.155. This is angular frequency. Here, angular frequency. Okay. Then 2 pi c divided by 91.155 is equals to what? Angular frequency is now 0.2066 10 to the 17 1 over second. From here, time is 0.483839 attoseconds is equal to 483.800 Zeptoseconds, not 150 attoseconds. Here, you can easily understand from my formula solution. Here, snapshot. Yes. According to result of my formula, my computation, 150 attoseconds time scale is wrong. That attosecond physics used, and this is true scale is 483.839 Zeptoseconds. Okay, in roughly 310 times less time from 150 attoseconds. Yes, I will go on next. Good morning. Have a good day. See you later.